Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to open up by giving all the praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and preach the truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And this is the brother Amawan Ayash from the GMS Indianapolis camp, coming back at you with another quick lesson to the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Shai. And this is going to be a quick in transit lesson. I'm on my way to work at the moment, but this is just something I was thinking about, and it really comes from inspiration of a lesson that the elder Barak from the LA camp did about, I want to say about a week ago or so. And he brought up this movie Knowing, which was released in 2009, starring Nicolas Cage, which in my opinion, this is a really good movie. I would highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't watched it yet. Very good movie in my opinion. It has a very prophetic feel to it, and that's pretty much what it's about. Prophecy. This is a paper that this little girl, and it shows in the movie that this little girl, she had a paper on it. They was doing some kind of project, and she took a paper and just wrote down a bunch of numbers on it. And come to find out later on that those numbers, they symbolize, and I'm not trying to give away any spoilers really, but those numbers, they symbolize locations, like longitude and latitude, right? They represent locations, dates, and number of casualties on that day. You see, and I'm just keeping it at that. But we understand that there's going to be a lot of things going on in these last days. And this clip specifically that the elder Barak went into was the plane crash clip, which there's been a lot of plane crashes going on as of late. So, hey, man, the movie Knowing showed that, right, at the exact location, the exact day, right, that the paper said, right? So, hey, man. So, right here, what I have pulled up is the ending scene, which, I'm pretty sure you've seen this because brothers use this clip a lot when portraying the destruction, you see. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and go into this clip real quick. And as always, man, we'll get some scriptures, and that'll be the lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying to the body. But without further ado, all right, let's get to it. By the way, fair use. I am not making any monetary gain from this video. This video is being solely used for educational and edification purposes. You see how everybody's in distress, running around, hopelessly not knowing what to do. Well, hey, man, real quick, let's go to let's get a scripture. All right, this is going to be the book of the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse verse 17. It says, "And I will bring distress upon men, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord." And we understand, amen, the Lord is getting ready to bring, all right, great evils upon the planet Earth, man. You know, the evils, you know, the leading up to the ultimate destruction, which the ultimate destruction is going to be that nuclear destruction, right? And people going to be walking as blind men even before that point, man. All right, when the Lord is bringing famines, you know, pestilences, and all these various different judgments upon the planet Earth, man. All right, these people, man, they could be running around like a chicken with their head cut off, man. All right, they ain't going to know what to do. All right, and the Lord, he's going to cause them, like I said, the Lord's going to bring a distress upon them to where they're going to walk as blind men. All right, in other words, man, they ain't going to know where to go. They ain't going to know what to do. And the Lord is doing this because ultimately, all the wickedness they committed, man. You know? It says, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. You see, so ultimately, this, when the Lord, all right, unleashes those missiles, because, you know, when you go into this movie, all right, you know, the missiles didn't cause the destruction. There was a solar flare, you know, from the sun that caused, all right, well, what I'm about to show you in this clip, it was a solar flare that caused the destruction to happen, which ultimately that's not what's going to happen, you know, in our life. All right, that's just in the movie. The Lord, he's going to use, all right, those missiles as well as the concentrated fire laser beams, all right, coming from the chariots to destroy the land of America. All right, the sun itself is not going to be responsible, all right, for bringing the destruction. All right, but like it says, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung, man. So it's going to be a lot of death, man. A lot of dead bodies lying around. Okay, and hey, man, this is going to be due to the plagues, all right, before the nuclear destruction, and as well from the nuclear destruction, man. You know, so let me go from there to Isaiah chapter 13, and beginning in verse 6, it says, "How ye, for the day of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai is at hand, it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt." So, hey, man, people gonna be getting weak in that day, having heart attacks, man. You know, because, hey, man, that's the fear that comes with the day of the Lord, man. See, because ultimately, hey, in that day, man, these people, man, they gonna know and understand in that day that there's no way out of this, man. It says, verse 8, "And they shall be afraid, pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them." It says, "They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames." See, so ultimately, hey, when them nukes are being shot off, man, and people are seeing these things, you know, seeing the nukes fly, man, and being shot, all right, that's going to be great fear, man, especially here in America, because one thing we got to understand is that America has never really seen, all right, any kind of, America has never had any war on those, take place on their soils, man. You know, so when war breaks out, man, and all these nukes are coming for America, man, a great fear is going to fall upon the people, man. You know, verse 9, it says, "Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate." And what land is that talking about, man? The land of America. See, because also that's what the Lord, this is one of the lands that the Lord has come back to destroy, along with the land of Israel. But the difference is the land of Israel is going to be built back up. But as far as America, all right, when you read Isaiah the 34th chapter and, you know, Isaiah the 13th chapter, it tells you that America is not going to be built back up, man. Okay, it says what? "And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it." So the Lord, man, he's bringing great judgment in these last days, man. You know, and ultimately, hey, in the day of the Lord, man, hey, the Lord's going to destroy sinners, all right, with those ICBM nuclear missiles, all right, as well as the concentrated fire laser beams coming from the chariots, man. All right.
kind of underground shelter. From the satellite.
This isn't the end, son.
I know.
And then you see how the fire is just mercilessly sweeping through the land. You know, whenever I see this scene, it always causes me to think of this scripture here in Isaiah the 14th chapter, and verse 23. It says, "I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, which ultimately the Lord." This is going to the destruction that the Lord is bringing upon America, right? And when you deal with a bittern, okay, a porcupine, a hedgehog, which really, you know, is really a species of bird. You know, when you look it up, and if you look it up in the common dictionary, it's going to show you a species of bird. You know. It's a large marsh bird of the heron family. So, you know, bittern is dealing with the type of bird. And like we were mentioning earlier, that also when the land of America is going to be destroyed, Isaiah the 13th chapter tells you, Isaiah the 34th chapter tells you, hey, when this place is destroyed, man, ultimately, you know, after the fire dies out, man, this place is going to be inhabited by very different desert creatures and animals, right? But as far as people, man, all right, people ain't going to come back over here in America, man. It says, "In the pool and pools of water," and here's the point, "and I will sweep it with the besom of destruction." You see, when you deal with a besom is like a sweeping agent. You see, and what's the besom of destruction? All right, that nuclear destruction, man, that the Lord is bringing. So like we just seen, man, how this fire was just mercilessly, all right, sweeping through the land. Hey, this is a very good depiction, all right, of that besom of destruction. Now that's just the basis, because you know when you go into this, when you watch this movie, you know, I'm not going to spoil it, but you know this isn't going to happen to the whole earth, like, you know, Vocab likes to at one point, you know, Vocab was talking about how the whole earth was going to explode. Well, that's not the case, because the scriptures tell us, Salakia, in Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, I believe. Yep, Ecclesiastes 1:4. It says, "One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever," man. So at the end of the day, man, the earth is going to stand. All right, now when the Lord brings that destruction, man, ultimately it's going to hit certain places, but mainly it's going to consume the lands, all right, of America and the lands of Israel. And we understand that there's going to be dead bodies all over the planet Earth, right? Because even the scriptures say in Jeremiah chapter 25 and verse 33, It says, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh shall be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. It says they shall not be lamented. So ultimately it's going to be death all over, man. Death everywhere. It says they should not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They should be dung upon the ground. Because at the end of the day, man, there's going to be so much death going on that there ain't going to be any time for, funeral services, burials and things of that nature, right? So, hey, man, we in a time where the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Ashai is getting ready to bring great death, man. All right, let's go from there, all right, to the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 15. It says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Ashai will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. So ultimately the Lord, man, he's getting ready to bring that fire. All right, by way of those nuclear missiles, those ICBM nuclear missiles, as well as the concentrated fire laser beams coming from the chariots, man. It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai shall be many. So ultimately, the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Yahushai is getting ready to bring death upon a lot of individuals upon the planet Earth, man. And once again, hey, a lot of it is going to be due, all right, to that besom of destruction that we just saw, a good interpretation about, all right, in that movie clip, all right, from knowing, all right, but ultimately you can't forget the concentrated fire laser beams, all right, coming from the chariots, man. And give me 1 second, I'm about to clock in to the plantation, so I'm gonna go mute for a little bit, then I'll get back into the scriptures. I'm getting ready to walk in right now, so a slack for the brief pause. I'll get right back to it as soon as possible. All right, so lucky for that brief pause, but let me read verse 16 again. It says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai shall be many. So when we deal with that word plead, it is the Hebrew word shapat, and it says to judge, govern, vindicate, punish. You see, so ultimately, this is the judgment that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, or the punishment that the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is bringing upon the planet Earth, all right, in these last days, also because of the wickedness that is taking place on the earth. You see, so once again, that besom of destruction, man, all right, that we just saw a good interpretation of, all right, ultimately, because that's one of the best interpretations or best visuals of the besom of destruction you'll ever get, man. And man, as a whole, man, that movie is really good. Once again, I recommend it. If you haven't watched it yet, I recommend you give it a watch, man. All right. So let me go from there to Isaiah chapter 10 and I'm going to start at verse 20, but the point is in 22. It says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, a.k.a. the elect, and such as are escaped from the house of Jacob, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel. And that's taking place right now, where the Lord is calling his elect back to repentance, and the elect, man, they're forsaking the world, and trusting in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 21, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God. For though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. The consumption, so ultimately we understand at the end of the day that the Lord, he's not saving the entire nation, on this go around. All right, and at this current point in time, the Lord, he's only concerned about his elect. All right, when you read Zechariah, the 13th chapter, it tells us that ultimately 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be delivered through the fire. All All right, so ultimately, at the end of the day, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai, he's only delivering a remnant of his people when he returns, man. Right? It says, yet a remnant of them shall return. And here's the point. It says, the consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness. And what's that dealing with? Ultimately, that's dealing with the destruction that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yashai is getting ready to bring upon the land of America. Which ultimately we understand that the fire that the Lord is bringing is going to completely consume the land of America. Okay? You know, so ultimately that's what the consumption decree overflowing with righteousness is going into, man. All right, that besom of destruction, all right, consuming the land of America. Okay? So, let me go from there to Matthew, the 24th chapter. And verse 30. It says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. Because ultimately, at the side of Yahweh Shai and the angels, man, ultimately, the people who are outside of this truth, man, are the people who don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right, great fear is going to fall upon them, man, especially these Christians, man. Because, hey, man, when an angry so-called black man from the tribe of Judah cracks them clouds and not the white Jesus Christ, all right, that y'all been indoctrinated with, all right, the man with long, stringy, blonde dog hair, he doesn't pierce them clouds, all right, and you see a angry so-called black man from the tribe of Judah instead, ultimately, that's going to bring great fear upon the people, man. You know, it says, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven, which are those chariots. It says, with power and great glory. You see, so like the scriptures talk about Yahweh Shai traveling in the greatness of his strength, man. You know, so Yahweh Shai, he's coming back in great power and great glory. Verse 31, it says, and he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds from one end of heaven to the other. You see, so when that besom of destruction comes through and goes through the land of America, what's going to happen simultaneously is also Yahweh Shai and the angels, man, they're going to deliver the elect. All right, and while the destruction is going on, all right, the elect, man, they're going to be in the chariots, all right, safe and sound from the destruction, man. You know? So, hey, without further ado, I'm going to close out right there. Now, I pray that this lesson was edifying to the body, and I pray that you got something out of this. Now, without further ado, I'd like to close out by giving all the praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who will well and preach the truth with truth, sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And Lord, as I see in the next lesson. Until then, I say shalom.